what's going on? For some reason your phone is like too light. One of the sides is like black, but you'll be able to see it. 55. Let me share this YouTube video. Take a look at your video. It's like dark on one side. Your video is like dark on one side. Are you using the camera? Maybe you need to open the whole thing? Do you need to open the whole thing on the front of the camera?
Oh wait, you know what? Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Awesome.
Saggy.
Hey, I'm here.
Think about you all the time. You got me loose. My heart was troubled. Now I'm fine. Skies blue, the snow is gone now from the streets.
How's everything?
Everything is good. I'm just trying to get this working.
Woke up blessed with summertime. Do you hear the laugh? Do you
But not about money. He just messaged me.
feeling something?
So what?
Maybe it's the thrill of the
Yeah.
thing. Maybe it's loving.
I'm checking the audio right now.
But he didn't talk about
Heard
money.
and I'm still waiting. I close my eyes. Imagination's got me.
Can you do an audio check real quick?
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Okay. Once again.
Yodeling.
Okay.
You weren't expecting that one, were you?
I know.
High.
I wasn't expecting that. My check. My check.
Think
My check.
about you
1 2
all
1 2
the
1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Perfect, guys. Perfect. Perfect.
You got me loose.
A couple things. Okay. Webcam.
My heart was troubled. Now I'm fine.
So I understand why.
Skies blue, the snow is gone now from the streets. Oh, so soon. Woke up blessed with summertime. Do you hear the laugh? Do you feel it? up a mountain. Do you hear the blackbird? Do you feel it here? Lost the feeling something. Maybe it's the thrill of the spring. Maybe it's a love thing. Do you hear the blackbird? Do you feel it here? Lost the feeling something. Maybe it's the thrill of the spring. Maybe it's a love thing. Do you hear that? Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear that? Do you hear, baby? Do you hear
We're
the
not live yet, right?
blackbird?
We are live yet.
Oh,
Do you feel it here? Lost the feeling something. Maybe it's the thrill of the spring. Maybe it's a love thing. Do you hear the blackbird? Do you feel it here?
hey, you gotta tell me when we're live.
Lost the feeling something. Maybe it's the thrill of the spring. Maybe it's a love thing.
Oh, we got people in the chat already. What's up? Pivot Wolf. And Will G. _87.
Yeah, hopefully people like the different thing today.
Oh, hey, Amy. Hey.
2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. We'll be ready.
Huh?
We'll be ready in 2 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Lisa, we're going. Music.
Okay.
Alexa, shut down the music, goddammit, please.
Hey. I'm just trying to support black artists.
It's good. It's, flip horizontal. Okay. Flip horizontal. What the heck? Okay, now we're good. Perfect. Guys, we're gonna be there with you guys in a minute. You know, the show is gonna be heated today. So, Lisa, you ready?
Sí, señor.
Let's go.
Listo.
What's going on, my sex YouTubers, and welcome back to another night of RT365. My name is Frank. My host today is Lisa B. Lisa B.E. And guys, today we're going to be talking about a couple of subjects. We're going to be talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, Kenosha, Wisconsin's Jacob Blake, Facebook censorship, and Doc Rivers. 1 second. And there's an announcement from Candace Owens. You know her. Huh? You already know? You already know?
I don't know. What kind of announcement? Let me guess. She's pregnant, like I said.
Damn, you have such a big potty mouth, you know? She is. I need to
Oh
know
my
you.
God, I said it weeks ago. Please, all my loyal fans, do y'all not remember weeks ago when I said she's pregnant?
You said it.
I said I could tell just by looking at her. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I just love being right.
That was pretty good, you know. I think that was pretty good, you know. So since you break the news already, let's bring the let's talk about her right away, you know. Let's bring the announcement so people can see her announcement. It was beautiful, by the way. So
about her.
1 second. So Lisa, how you doing today?
Well. I went to the doctor's office, and guess what? I have awesome blood pressure. 124/70.
So is that's good?
Yeah, that's good for a woman of my age.
Okay.
And the way I eat. I mean, I eat like 8 pieces of bacon like almost every day. Am I right, Amy? Am I right?
You guys are having that conversation on. Okay. So I'm so excited for Candace Owens. You know, it's like, wow. Let me get you real quick where we need to be.
Other than you being sad and depressed because you're not the baby daddy, how are you today?
That doesn't apply to me, okay? That doesn't apply to me at all. What is that? What is a baby daddy? I'm doing well.
Of Candace Owens, you're not the baby daddy for Candace Owens.
No. Our children, yeah. We're gonna take care of our children. Pretty good, you know. So.
Oh, God.
So this is the video. Let's take a look at the video real quick, okay? Let me bring the volume up real quick, and let me get this thing out of the way. All right, so let's listen to what you have to say.
I was a girl on YouTube with the dream and idea, a hope that maybe I could wake up the Black community into understanding that
founder Candace Owens.
I'm conservative because I believe in hard work.
I forgot to change it so the viewers can see it. That was such a big blooper. All right, guys, here we go.
I love our new swirly swirl.
I was a girl on YouTube with the dream and idea, a hope that maybe I could wake up the Black community into understanding that
founder Candace Owens.
I'm conservative because I believe in hard work, and I think it's lazy.
The Democrat Party, everybody that was Black and disagreed, not to subscribe to your
Lexit.
Are we such punks that we are so scared to try something different?
To view myself as a victim because of my heritage.
Ever.
This is just epic, guys. This is just epic. For the ones out there, guys, watching this, I got to tell you that, I mean, I was so in shock when she released the the announcement that, I wasn't even believing what was happening, you know? I mean, she was like super on point. I mean, because, you mentioned something about it, Lisa. You mentioned something about it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, pregnant Candace Owens? I didn't even realize that she was married, I thought she was carrying like a ring just because Jesus or whatever. And then here we go, you hit it again, so you were right again. God damn it, I was like, damn. So I think that this will not affect her impact with the community. I think that she will still continue, trying to do the best for what she believes. But I do think that it's going to limit her a little bit because, you have a baby inside of you, I know I am so happy that she is not going to be part of the narrative, of what the Black community is facing right now in America, because, this right here, she could be one of those 1,000 every day, but no, she went ahead and she said no, she went ahead, she being so proud of being a mom, it's an amazing thing, What do you think about Candace Owens on her decision of, showing with the media and everybody else that she's going to be a mother?
So I think her announcement is ridiculous. It was like a movie premiere or teaser preview. Like, get over yourself. Just take a photo holding up a sign or holding up a sonogram and post it on Facebook like everybody else.
But you have to admit that she has how you call it. She has a following. You know, she has like millions and millions of people, and she is the face of. 1 second, this is calling. 1 second. So, I mean, I think that she has a following that she needs to cater to, and she needs to tell these people, hey, I'm pregnant. This is my whereabouts. This is what's going to happen with my life. It's 2020. What do you think?
I think she could have not done that. That to me is beyond ridiculous. Oh, Diesel's on the line?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on the on the phone.
Oh.
How can I do this?
I'd rather have like LaShawn from Seven Dust on the show than her.
Right. Hey, Diesel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, 1 second. Hey guys, let's say welcome back to Diesel. He is back on the show. Hey Diesel, what's going on? How you been doing, man?
Yo, first of all, I ain't going nowhere. Been busy week. School is back. I had to put up infrastructures. I had to do all kind of crazy stuff. I ain't going nowhere. I just couldn't have the time. Around this time is the time that I'm chilling. First and foremost, Lisa, you were absolutely correct. I don't know how you end up being correct about her being pregnant. She was. I don't know how you did that.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Oh my gosh, because I literally was like, oh my, she's not pregnant. Shut up. And you're like, yep, she's pregnant. I'm like, whatever.
It's a gift.
And this little video, I think Lisa's correct again. This is not a movie premiere. Nobody cares if you're friggin' pregnant. Get your ass to the OGBYN. You know what I'm saying? You over here talking about a new legacy. Like your brain cells are gonna go into the get the hell out. Well, this baby is going to be a free thing for two. Like, shut up. This is stupid.
Right.
She made the baby a PR stunt, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like what she said.
She thinks she's more famous than she actually is. Like, she thinks that she's like Beyonce status or Kim Kardashian status. Like, she is only that famous to herself. She's not that big.
No, she's not, bro. And then it's like, it's so complicated now. So we're going to look at it and say, oh, well, she's coming from a mother point of view. She wants to save the nation. She wants us to stop being lazy, guys. Black people, wake up, stop being lazy, look at the damn plantation, realize that we need to get off that joint, and that's it. You don't have to enslave your child to the bull crap. She made her child Rumpelstiltskin. Who is it? With the hair. Rumpelstiltskin was the one that who was the one locked away? With the long hair.
With the hair, Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. She made her child Rapunzel, and now she's Rapunzel, and the media now is going to be Rumpelstiltskin, because whatever that child does, it's going to be echoed in generations now. Oh, you're Candace Owens' child. You must think like her. Like, come on, man, it's ridiculous. But how you guys doing? Y'all good? I ain't gonna be too long.
Well, I just
I
talked
forgot.
about how awesome my blood pressure is. It's 124/70. I went to the doctor's office today. It's like my first checkup in like 5 years because I'm not very good at being an adult. But I did my adult thing today.
Hey, get ready for your blood pressure to rise back up because I'm coming back Monday, guys. I'm coming back Monday. I got
Oh,
some
no.
content. And then, first and foremost, Rick, I don't enjoy you ignoring that post that I post on Donald Trump saying what he was saying about Puerto Rico in 2017.
Yeah,
No,
I
somebody
think
said he said it. Somebody
yeah,
said he said
I think
So-
that me and Lisa, we've been talking about it, about how not to make this kind of show like like fake news by going to the source and making sure that what we talk here is is legit. So and I seen the topic before, so I would just like pass it.
So
The
you're
dude's just
suppressing it.
disgruntled.
That's what
He's
I
a
hear.
disgruntled employee. That's all.
I hear suppress. So you're suppressing this. That's what you're doing.
No, just saw it. That was good.
I mean, it was stated in the article. It was posted. It was quoted. It was.
But it
was
wasn't
vetted.
quoted by Donald Trump. It was somebody saying he said it. You see the
Okay,
difference?
I mean, the guy said
See
he
the
was there.
difference?
He said I was in a conversation. I was in a conversation.
Okay, but
with
he
this-
is
with
somebody.
Donald
He
Trump.
is somebody who was dismissed from his job. Like he's a disgruntled employee or ex-employee.
So
Like
it was.
you can't
So it would be
always
more credible if. So what about Maddox? Everything that Maddox said, right? About
about
how
him?
Trump was, blah blah blah, blah, right? Right. Maddox is well respected, correct?
I don't know him enough
But
to
I
have
think
respect
people
for
can't
him.
speak about their commander in chief
Sure, they can.
if
They
they're
can say whatever they
under
want.
the commander in chief. No, actually, you
People
can't.
can say whatever they
In the
want.
law.
That doesn't mean I have to believe what they say.
If I'm employed in the federal government, I cannot just talk about the commander in chief in a derogatory manner without
Sure you
facing
can.
some type of consequence. No, our freedom of speech is not free when you're in the federal
because-
government, especially if you're
Yes,
military.
you did. That is not true at all. That is not true at all. That you just because you work for the government doesn't mean you don't have freedom of speech. That's incorrect. What does working for the federal government have to do with one's rights?
He was a federal employee, right? I think he was working for Homeland Security.
Okay.
And he came out after he got fired, right? That's what you're saying. But still, he still came out. General Maddox, he wasn't talking bad. No general has spoken bad about Trump while they're currently employed under Trump.
Okay.
It's when they leave, they say, oh, yeah, he was an idiot. He was this, he was that. It's because you don't want to talk about your boss because, one, he'll fire you, right? Although he's an idiot, he'll fire you, he'll do whatever. So that is definitely a fear of security of job. You're speaking, it's a survival mechanism. I'm not going to sit there and talk bad about you so you can fire me like this is a talk show. I'm not doing that.
So we have actually laws in America that prevent retaliation. I'm just letting you know. Like we have legit laws here in America that prohibit retaliation. So just because he chooses to do that doesn't mean that he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like he can do. We have laws in America to prevent that. So that's on him.
Well, once again,
And if somebody is fired from their job and then they want to say X, Y, and Z, I'm not gonna just be like, oh man, that dude is speaking fire. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna take the information with a grain of salt because clearly you may be someone that would have an axe to grind.
I guess. But I mean, yeah, I guess you take it with a grain of salt. But still, you can't say that he was a disgruntled worker because we don't know what he was.
If somebody was fired, someone was fired.
I can
They
get
like
fired.
to be disgruntled.
I can get fired. No, but I can get fired from a job knowing that I messed up. And I'm like, he fired me because, I stole from this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I can get fired from a job. A lot of people get fired, let's say, or kicked out of the military, knowing damn right they messed up. They messed up a good thing. So
is he saying that? Is he saying that?
No, he's just saying he had a conversation. With
No,
Trump.
is he saying saying anything about him being fired? Is he saying that he messed up? Is he saying that he was wrong? Whatever caused him to get fired?
No.
Did he even talk about the issues
I'm gonna get some coffee real
surrounding
quick.
him being fired? Did he even bring up that at all? No, he just went straight
not at all.
to bashing Trump. So that right there should tell you exactly where his head is at.
Look, man, I got what you're saying, but if he's saying he had a conversation with Trump, it's like, for example, all the people who were complaining about Bill Cosby. One came out, then the other one came out, then 85 came out and said, "Oh yeah, he did this to me 28 years ago." You know what I'm saying? So if we are to believe disgruntled females, because that can happen, a female could be vengeful and just say things and whatever. I'm looking at it, of course, what you're saying right now, how we're analyzing it. It could be taken with a grain of salt, but it's still news. So it could be, and the thing about it is, if you don't report what you see or what you have seen, okay, this is what we've seen, and you don't allow people to make their minds up and say, well, this is not credible, or if you don't dissect it and say, this is how this isn't credible, and you just suppress the news, now you're being worse than the people that we're talking about. Our job is to present it, to break it down and say, well, this is what I think based off of this, and third, and then we let them choose. That's all I'm saying. For example, that shooting that I watched you guys, I see you guys talk about, I got to look at the rest of it. But
we're talking about it too. So stay tuned, because me and Ricky, we were, I was trying to battle with him on Facebook, but he wouldn't engage. So we're gonna engage tonight.
Again, the thing with the whole social media is about just staying on. If you believe for something, go with it, get the facts, and do that. But at the moment that we start like just avoiding the facts, and like the 1,000 black babies are killed every day, that people don't want to talk about it.
No. We don't talk about what you posted today.
We're talking about what we posted today. But anyway, bringing back the topic to Candace, the beautiful Owens, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, People are going to sit down here and talk about how she has no, how you call it? She have no following. She has 2.5 million followers on Facebook, okay?
I didn't say she didn't have a following.
She has 2.1 followers on Instagram. And then she has 2.5 million more in Twitter. She's the founder of 180 Degrees. That's a company for the ones of you guys that don't know. And then she is the founder. She is the founder of PragerU. And when people come here and sit down or talk about how this entrepreneur, amazing, smart, black American woman, I'm like, am I living in 2004? Am I living in the 1900s? And then this is the problem. This is the problem with people. This is the problem with people, that people don't understand that every Candace Owens, Candace Owens that goes out there, comes and bring motivation. It brings It brings an outlet. It brings like a role model for other
What?
people to follow and watch. Just
Oh my god.
I mean, how many girls have you seen out there that follow Beyonce? They're like, oh, Beyonce this,
Hey,
Beyonce
Lisa.
that. But
Lisa,
then
I'm
you
raising my
have
hand.
then
I'm
you
Lisa.
have
I'm raising my hand.
Beyonce just shaking her booty and then and singing songs
Oh
that
my
makes
God.
no sense. Singing songs that makes no sense. And we can. I mean, do we need to go through the lyrics of the songs that she actually sings? Do we need to go through that? I mean, I think that being smart, being an entrepreneur, being a businesswoman, being a mother, being free thinker, being a conservative, a woman that believes in marriage, that believes in having children, is a little bit better than just somebody that say wow, 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 50 times in a song and people just like, oh yeah, that song is so amazing. And she just say wow, wow, wow 50 times, But that's my point.
You know what,
What is
bro?
your point?
You know what, bro? You know what?
I wish he
You
would
are
get
full
her
of
penis out his mouth.
that. First of all, you went at the Beehive. We are not messing at the Beehive for a reason. Secondly, Beyonce has done. First of all, what Lisa was saying, Candace Parker is not as popular as Beyonce. And she thinks she is, but she's not. That's what she was saying.
Her
Now she
ego
got
is out of control.
153 million followers on Instagram platform itself. So look that up. That's on Instagram. This right here, what Candace Parker is doing, she don't need to evolve. She's a political person. Why are we talking about her having a baby? Who gives two? Nobody cares about her having a baby. But
Other than the fact that I was right.
I hate to be the how you call it, what's the name of the Ben Shapiro of the show, but I'm looking at one of her bets most sold out songs, which is called Ape Shit, and she say yeah 20 times in the intro, and then she goes in the chorus and she say stack my money fast and go, fast go. Fast like a Lambo, skirt, skirt, skirt. This sounds like Ben Shapiro. I'm so sorry. I be jumping off the stage,
bro?
jumping, hey, hey. Crowd better save her. Crowd going, ape, hey. I can't believe we made it.
Hold on, bro.
This is what we made. I mean, this is. I mean, I don't think this is music. I don't think this is music.
I don't wanna hear it,
People just
I
want to
don't
talk
wanna hear
about. People just want to talk
Oh
about
my God.
nonsense about how did she got to whatever millions followers, singing these kind of things. Give me my check, put some respect with a K on my check, or pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of the depth skirt. This is I think who makes this skirt sound is Cardi B. No, Cardi B. It's not Cardi B that she went like. No, it's not the same thing.
Keith 8, Itchy Ma. Woo.
He got a bad bitch. This is on the second verse. He got a bad bitch. We live in lavish. I get expensive fabric. This is I mean, God bless her life and her people that follow her and people that say Beyonce this, Beyonce that. But what I have to say is that's what you get from these artists, from these
You're
artists. But what you get from Candace Owens is something more intellectual, something more down to earth, something that is that you can have substance to it. I can raise a kid, if I decide and tell her, hey, as a father, I will say to you that you should look for these amazing women, Mother Teresa, I'm not gonna put them on the same line, but at what time do I say to my daughter? At what time do I say to my daughter, watch Beyonce, follow her, what she does? At no point. And whoever does that is their own person, But that's my opinion. So what you got? Tell me what you got.
So I want to talk about something. I want to talk about something more important than Candace Owens. So does anybody remember going up and having candy cigarettes? I have a craving for one, and I really want some candy cigarettes.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's move the. Let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. You know,
Okay.
this is the guy.
Well, let me go. Hey, let me go. I don't want to hold up the
Yeah.
line.
You'll take care, man.
People might want to call in.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
I
stay
need some
focused,
candy
man.
cigarettes.
Just remember. Hey, just remember that you cannot motivate somebody past their motivation point. So just think about that. People have to want to improve. So if your expectations, so if your expectations exceed their expectations, all you're gonna do is just stress them out. So if you want to keep them as friends, you gotta lower your expectations, and it might work out. So just think about that, guys. And Ricky, just mute yourself. Don't talk anymore because you talk about Beyonce. Goodbye.
Why would you want to lower your expectations of your friends?
All right, that was Diesel with his 2 cents. Thank you so much, Diesel, for calling today and for bringing so much a wealth of knowledge on Beyonce.
I don't understand that at all. What in the world is he talking about? Why would you want to lower your expectations of your friends?
Maybe.
Strive to do their best.
Well, he's speaking from I believe he's speaking from a personal place. I don't wanna comment on that. You know, everybody have their personal place in life. You know, so hey, sure, you know that makes sense. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, one second. I forgot something. And then this is the.
Please don't let it be about Candace Owens.
No. This is the outro of the song. Is yeah 5 times. You know, this is the quality of music. You know. What about Beethoven? You know, what about Picasso? They're nothing. They're nobody. They don't have millions and millions of followers on Facebook and Instagram. But somebody that says, yeah, 20 times, do. Which is it's understandable, you know? I don't know, you know?
That's why Jay Park is a superstar, and, you know, Brian Chase, he's a drug addict. So, you know, anybody? To Korean.
You know, I wanted to bring the did you saw the movie video that Beyonce put together? I think it was called.
I have no interest in Beyonce.
What is the name of that?
I have less interest in Beyonce than I do Candace Owens.
No. I mean, she did a video. It's on Netflix, and it's called "Black is King." You know. And I was looking at the video, and I was like, you know what? I wish that, you know, what's the name of this girl? Katy Perry. I hope that she comes with something, you know. She's Australian, yeah. Australian is king, or maybe she can use her color of the skin and put white is king. Cancel culture, you know. That's what I'm saying, you know. It's ridiculous. It's just, to me, it's just. People talk so much about, hey, this is what I think, this is what I believe, you know, this is this is what they want to say, but just let's have a balance, you know. I don't know. So yeah, let's go to this video right here on Kyle Rittenhouse. This is the 17-year-old kid who, for some reason, decided to go to this protest. You know, armed to the head, you know, armed from top to bottom, and then this guy just ended up shooting 2 people. 1 second, Julio, what's going on, bro? And he ended up shooting 2 people. I think 2 people are dead right now. Okay, looks like one of them was a pedophile. You know, it has nothing to do with the murder. You know. But he is a pedophile, registered pedophile. And the other guy was trying to injure this guy by hitting him in the head with a skateboard. Okay, he got shot in the chest. Can this be prevented? 100% yes. Okay, but can we prevent the murder of that happened in Kenosha by the guy that was running away from the police. One,
Two separate issues.
two separate issues. Yeah, but I mean, but it's the same concept. This could be
No, it's
prevented.
not.
It's the same concept.
These are two totally separate
Can
scenarios.
those two
issues,
events
and laws
can
that
be
will apply.
can those two events be prevented?
Yes, they both can
Done.
be prevented, but do not lump them together. I'm telling you right now, do not lump them together. They are very different.
Okay, so I think that your point might be different from mine, but I believe that those two issues could be prevented if, by one, this guy doesn't show up to the protest with an M16 or AR-15, you know, and at the same time, the other Mr. Jackson, that got shot by the police in the back, that could be prevented by only doing a couple of things. Don't fight the police. Don't be driving around trying to find your baby mama, and don't have warrant for your arrest, you know, and don't be armed. So I'm just gonna play this video, and then we're gonna be talking about the other situation that we have with Jacob Blake. Okay, viewer discretion is advised for this video.
Every time I hear it, I think it's going to be the police. Don't stand so close to me.
This is so crazy. I mean, I'm putting a pause real quick in the video because I mean, what I see right here is disturbing. You know, I mean, there's like 10 people chasing this guy. You know, 10 people are chasing this guy. You know, just probably more. You see, they're not going to say hi. They're not going over there to say hi.
You keep showing the middle of the event. This is not the beginning of the event. You keep showing the middle.
Do you have the first video?
Huh?
Do you have the first video?
Yeah, I gave it to you on Wednesday.
Did you?
Put it in.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it again.
1 second. If you say that you send it, do you send it to me? Oh, that's the one that you sent at 417?
That is an interview he did before the shooting. So you can start there. So yeah, let's go in chronological order. Let's start with an interview. Yes, an interview that he did before the shooting. Go for it.
Let's go with the interview. Let's do that. Okay. I think I got you. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a little difficult today to make this. I'm testing a new system here. So 417. 44. Let's go.
Now here's an
So looks like he was walking around with a rifle, and then there's an interview
Kyle did earlier in the night.
We're protecting from the citizens, and I just got pepper sprayed by a person in the crowd.
So you had non-lethal,
Oh,
you
yes,
didn't
okay.
respond.
We don't have non-lethal.
So you guys are full on ready to defend the property.
Yes, we are. Now, if I can ask, can you guys step back? Medical, EMS right here. I'm an EMT.
This is crazy right here, you know. So this is the interview that you're talking about?
Yeah.
This is just some nonsense, you know. This is very sad.
The dude is extremely proud to not have anything non-lethal on him. He is ready to go. He is amped. He is pumped up, and he's going to defend at all costs. Mind you, defend property that does not belong to him, and he was not asked to be there. He is trespassing, which is against the law. He is not even from Wisconsin. He brought that rifle across state line, okay? And also in Wisconsin law says that a minor cannot even have a firearm. A loaded firearm. And if a minor is with a loaded firearm, guess who also gets charged? The parents.
Yeah,
I cannot wait. I hope they charge the parents and lock them up. It's my understanding that the mom even drove him there. Man, F that hoe.
So you're saying, so let's talk about the weapon charge. You think that he will be charged? I mean, because there's a different crimes, and he will be charged for those different crimes separately. I mean, why do you think that he's gonna serve for for having a loaded weapon underage? Do you think that's a felony, or it would be a misdemeanor?
It's a felony for the parent. I don't know what it is for the minor, but it is a felony for the parent that the child has access to and possession of a loaded firearm, according to Wisconsin law. Now, that's Wisconsin. That is not, nationwide.
So you're thinking
it is a felony for the parent.
Okay.
Because the mom drove him there, I feel like she's a co-conspirator, and she should carry the same charges as the child.
Yeah, and not being naive.
Hold on, and I'm not done. And then there should be a federal charge for bringing the rifle across state lines. Oh yeah. That's good that you see it that way, but I see it in a different way. I see that this will be a different charge. That he will be charged for this weapon situation. I don't know. In my mind, I don't know the laws, and don't quote me on this, but probably he's going to do 5 years for this probation. But then we go into the actual incident where he defend himself with the weapon. He did defend himself.
I think he was defending himself when he was being chased.
He did not defend himself. The mob was charging the building. It's an A and B situation, and he needed to see his way out. The mob is A, the building is B, and he needed to see his way out.
I just showed the video, and those two guys were going after him.
And I already told you that this is not the first shooting. That is actually the second one. They were chasing him because he had just shot somebody in the head. Yeah.
And do you know what resulted to the first shooting?
I'm getting it pulled up.
Okay.
But yeah, they're chasing him because he had just shot somebody in the head. It's like incredible. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I forgot it. Sending it to you now.
Thank you.
Peek that home slice.
Let's see what we got right here. Okay, so this is a different video. Okay, let's take a look at it.
So the white dude I was just talking to, or whatever he is right here, he just got his phone slapped. He got his phone slapped at him and socked at the same time. This dude right here walking away. This dude right here got his phone slapped and blindsided.
That's a different guy. That guy.
So the orders you hear.
Do you know when the first? Okay. I see the guy. I see the guy now.
Man.
He's running on the background.
Oh, he got a gun, baby.
So they're charging the building. They're gonna go burn down. Their goal is to burn down the building. Okay. And he sticks his nose where it don't belong. It's not his property. He's trespassing. He has no business being there. He's no different than the rioters at this point.
An auto part?
He just shot somebody in the head. Oh, and they're gonna do a close up. And look, and he runs away like a little snake. He doesn't even check to see if the guy's okay or not. He runs away.
Give me a fucking light.
Put pressure on him.
Oh, that's very
bad.
Where, dude? Where's the hole?
Wait, where are you? He's right here in his head. Come on.
Oh shit, that's
Put
bad.
pressure. Check it. Hey, keep your eyes open.
This is very sad, Lisa. This also could be prevented. This could be prevented by this guy not showing up to the mob thing.
So that's why when your video plays, it's them chasing after him because you saw he ran away. And so they started chasing after him because he just shot somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they're chasing after him because he just shot the guy.
And he was a vigilante.
And then he decides to shoot somebody else. And so then there's 2 dead bodies. So the crowd dispersed. So if you keep playing your video, you'll see the crowd actually gets away from him and nobody's around him. And then he starts to shoot randomly in the crowd.
Do you think at any point that this guy was trying to defend himself for this incident?
I think that the guy thought that he was going to be protecting the building. They were charging the building because I think somebody even had a Molotov cocktail. They were going to go burn down the building. And so the kid took it upon himself to save the building. And by doing that, he shot somebody. He does not have the mental, he's not mature enough to handle a situation like that.
Well, he's not even old enough. He's not even old enough to carry that weapon with him, you know. But I mean, as you guys can see, as you can see in the video, this like I say, when this guy goes to court, they're not gonna charge him for everything as a whole. He's gonna have to sit down and listen to the charges and then be questioned about what happened during the first incident, which is bringing a weapon. Okay, and probably the parents are gonna sit down in court for bringing the child, and then he's gonna have to sit for shooting the first person and then the next person. So I mean, we cannot just put everything on a jar and tell him, hey, you got life without parole. You know, that's how I see it. It needs to be separate, and that's how the law works. So
I don't think it'll be separate. I think that he's going to be charged with a laundry list of things. Currently, I don't even like the charges. They're charging him with manslaughter, and I absolutely do not agree with manslaughter because his whole intent, his purpose, his mindset, you saw him before anything even happened. He was so super amped. His whole thing was he was going there and he wanted to get into it. I think manslaughter is so low. I'm very disappointed in Wisconsin, home of Jeffrey Dahmer, to be charging this kid with manslaughter. I really think, to me, it should be premeditated murder because he went there with an agenda.
You know, I have to Google manslaughter for a second because I was like, manslaughter, 1 second. But yeah, I get your point, It's valid, I think it's valid. But like I say, I mean, there's a lot of people here, man, I mean, this is what I'm saying. All this could be prevented. If nobody being on the street, rioting and burning buildings. And this is what I'm going to say right now, because not everybody follow the same people on social media, not everybody, and then based on your likes you get all the people, whatever, this is what I'm seeing on my social media. Okay, that I want to share with you guys. I've seen that there's a lot of people, I mean ton of people, who are fed up with these riots, are fed up with this uncivil actions, with all this vandalizing and this I mean, this is crazy. So people are starting to rebel, to show up to these places and arm, I mean, he was not the only one. He was not the only kid with a gun. So this is hopefully this is not like the coronavirus. When I started talking about coronavirus was like 6 months before the whole coronavirus happened in the United States, and it's August 28th right now. I mean, it's going to get to that point where you're going to see more people going to this with different views, going to these places where they're protesting to defend and protect the cities of the United States. And then, Lisa, you brought a good point when you're talking about, he's defending an establishment that it wasn't his, or when nobody invited him to defend it. But I mean, can we say that he's defending America? Can we say that he is a real patriot? What do you think?
Yeah. So I was actually having a little Facebook fight with one of my really good friends. He's an ex-Marine, and he wanted to bring up and mention how there were people younger than this kid that was in World War II. But this is the thing. This kid, he's out there in this situation, in this area by himself, and there is a reason why the young people are enlisted and not officers, because they're not mature enough to assess the situation properly. This kid was completely out of line. Now, don't get me wrong, the rioters are out of line too. Okay, I'm not bringing them up because that's obvious. The conversation is about the kid. So nobody, please don't take it as if I'm supporting the rioters, because I am not. The topic of the conversation is the kid. But there's a reason why the young people are enlisted and they are not officers. They are not mature enough to handle this. They're not mature enough to assess the situation. They lack the experience. And this clearly shows it. Clearly shows it. Shame on his parents. Shame on his parents for bringing him there.
So you already made your mind, yeah? There's a couple people on the chat who are talking about that you have the wrong side of the story. 1 second. So I have Heavy Water on the line. Heavy Water, how's it going, bro? Thank you for calling today.
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Swell.
So, it was Lisa. It's hard to hear you talk about this. I got really lucky, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying. He's too young to be there with the AR, and honestly, I don't think anybody should have been there with the AR. You know, we kind of got to stand out of the way and let the American public see what Antifa and BLM and all these people that are out there standing alongside of them are doing. What they're doing is they're out there burning businesses. They really are violent to not only property but also to people, and just total disregard for others. And they act like they're standing for justice and for peace, and more people end up dying in the riots than die for what they're rioting for. And it's not right, and the government needs to step in and end it. And if these governors and if Trump would send in the National Guard, and if they let him send in the National Guard or whatever's happening, then you wouldn't have a situation where these 17-year-old kids are showing up with ARs to defend businesses. And Lisa, you're right, he is 17. When I was 20, I was dumb. When I was 25, I was dumb, and I'm 30 now, and I'm still dumb. I can't imagine how dumb I was when I was 17. I think we need to be a little bit easier on the kids than what we're being. But I mean, in all honesty, you guys are butchering the story. I was really lucky that I got to see really good footage of not only the first shooting, but the second and the third. And it is getting harder to find by the day. So I'm speaking from a privileged place because I was lucky enough to see really clear images, really clear photos, and really clear videos that people had already analyzed and then helped walk the viewers through with text. So the videos would, pause and they'd kind of narrate what was happening. And you're right, that kid had no business being there with an AR. He really didn't. But he's 17. He's a kid. He thinks he's a patriot. I don't know if he really knows what he's doing, but there's a lot of people that support what he did, and for better or for worse. But the story as I know it, and I'll run through it let's go under 2 minutes here. So the kid's out there. He's not supposed to be. Lisa, I agree with you. It's fucked up that he was there. Excuse the F word. I'm sorry. It's messed up that the kid was there with an AR especially. He shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have brought a gun. I could have told him that's what was going to happen if he showed up there with the AR, that he was either going to get killed or he was going to kill someone or injuries or somewhere in between. But yeah, the kid was there. He went to protect that gas station. They hit him over the back of the head with a brick or a rock. There's footage of that. You can see the item falling to the ground. Then they threw a freaking Molotov cocktail at him. And if that blows up, that's flammable. He could have burned alive or, been injured or whatever. Then he got cornered, and then he shot that guy, that first gentleman. Something Rosenberg, I think is his last name. He's a pedophile in 2 different states, multiple felonies. He did 13 years in Arizona. And then the narrative I get is, oh, this poor guy. I don't really want to hear it. That guy was threatening him earlier on in the day. So what are the odds that he just happens to shoot the same guy that was in his face earlier in the day? No, them guys were following him around, and they asked for it. So after he gets shot, he goes up to the person that he shot. He goes on his phone. He tries to call 911. As he's calling 911, 2 or 3 people come up, and he has to drop the 911 call and start running. And then as he's running, he starts seeing police lights in the distance, and he's running towards them. And he did shoot a few shots in the air to try and scare people away, but there was a lot of different gunshots of different tones, different, I don't know, noise frequencies. There were different calibers. So there was people shooting at him, and there was a lot of stuff going on. But so the second and the third people that he shot, he killed the first one. So somebody came up after he tripped, drop kicked him in the head. He tried to shoot that guy, missed, as he was on the ground. Then another guy came up, tried to hit him with a skateboard in the head. I think he hit him in the skateboard in the head twice. He shot and killed that guy. Then a third guy came up running with a Glock 19 in his right hand, and that's the guy that lived. He was the third shooting victim, if you will. There's clear pictures of that guy with a Glock 19. So it was like he was being attacked. He wasn't shooting people before he was being attacked, like hit over the head with a rock or a brick, a Molotov cocktail thrown at him. Like those are not non-violent things. So should the kid have been there? No, but I don't know who you're going to root for here. I mean, honestly, I'm rooting for the kid. I guess, and the kid wasn't even white. I think the kid was Hispanic of some sort. And I hear people rooting for the white 2-time pedophile who he shot first in the head, who did 13 years in Arizona, who was probably the dude who threw the Molotov cocktail at him or hit him with the rock. But I don't know if we need to be beating up on this kid anymore, and he's already getting beaten up. It seems like to me he's facing some serious charges at 17. That's got to be pretty stressful. That's all I got to say about that.
I'm not rooting for the rioters. Trust me, I'm not rooting for the rioters. But the kid came there because of the local militia in Wisconsin put out a Facebook post saying, people come out to defend whatever. And so he showed up. But the founder of that militia is even distancing himself from the kid, saying he doesn't know the kid shouldn't have been there, he does not condone anything that the kid did, he doesn't agree that the kid should have had a weapon. So even the founder of the militia that the kid went out to go be with doesn't even agree with the kid's actions.
Oh yeah. You know what happens? Militias are always a moment away from FBI raids, and who knows what those. I don't think there's a lot of militias that are like well-armed, well-trained militias. It probably is not what patriots would hope militias would really be. But that's just the nature of militias, Lisa. They are scary people. They want to vet new members. They don't want any heat on them. They don't want any attention. I don't know that necessarily speaks to the character of the people that he was with, more so than it speaks to the nature of militias themselves. They're very secretive. They are very scared. They are very paranoid. And they probably should be, given the history of the way that the FBI works. They're extremely effective at what they do. And one little slip up, one guy in your militia has a Glock that's modified to be fully automatic, or an AK, or something they shouldn't have, or a grenade or something. Yeah, they're always probably flirting with jail time as militias, even doing nothing wrong, but they probably are doing something wrong. So that is just the nature of militias in this country right now. And
let me tell you something.
I'm not joining any militias, but I know what they're like, and I know that they're very paranoid, and they probably should be.
Hey, Heavy Water, let me tell you something. One of the things that I saw, back a couple of years ago, I used to work for Home Depot as a part-time, when I was in the military. And I was working with this guy, gentleman, he drove a Tesla. He was, sharp guy, funny, outgoing. Everybody has, to do something with him. And we start doing videos, And when we start doing videos for YouTube, everything turned very dark, And one day I was invited to his house, to, do a setup and everything. And then when I went to his house, bro, I was like, am I getting arrested for just being here? You know, and he was part of this secret society. You know, bunch of different web pages and information, and then and the guy was I won't say that he was contemplating, but he was an aficionado of these conspiracy theories where they want to take over the state. You know, like I mean, it was crazy. So you know, have you been involved with anybody like this? Personal experience, like face to face?
No, I mean, I've been interested in the sort of like patriot idea, but like anytime I see militias online, YouTube videos of them, like Vice documentaries of them, you don't see a lot of like independent media put out by militias themselves. So the information that you do get is filmed by somebody else with their spin. But from what I've seen, I'm just generally disinterested. They don't look like a group of, to me, like well-disciplined men with a set purpose and true dedication to it. To me, most of the militia footage of people that I've seen, they look like reckless, low IQ wannabes. And I'm sure somewhere that there's a militia that has their shit together. Sorry again for cursing. That has their poop in a group that maybe they are really a good militia that would fight for the people in case of, I don't know, whatever requires a militia. But I guess when it hits the fan for me, I'm just concerned with me and my family, and I guess I take it from there. But no, I'm not interested in the militia myself. I haven't seen anything that's attractive about militias personally.
Good.
I don't know about you, but yeah, man. From what I've seen, they all look pretty sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I will don't bring it to me. I'm saying for anybody if you're trying to recruit anybody into any crisis militia, even if it's a conservative one, I will turn you, into the police right away. Like no joke, I will.
Well, they should be legal, but at the same, they should be legal. But I mean, I don't know, man. To me, it looks like a bunch of goofballs. I don't know. I think probably what's better is you get a few of your local friends together and you have a plan for if things go south, how to protect your family. But that's about as far as I take it. But no militias, and that's what look at what the militia just did here. I mean, I guess that kind of speaks to what my first impression was. Is look, I got a 17-year-old kid involved in a shooting. I would, if I was a militia guy, I would be like, this is a 17-year-old kid. We are not going to have him out alone in a riot with a freaking AR-15. If that was what the militia did, then I definitely don't stand for that militia. Not at all. Just like Lisa was saying, she hopes that the mom gets charged. Right. Personally, I don't hope that the mom gets charged, but I mean, I think that family is about to be punished enough with the stress of a court case. I mean, he
violated a lot of crimes. He violated a lot of crimes. Vigilantism is not legal in America. Okay.
No, I wouldn't call it that. I call it self-defense.
There's not Batman. You can't be Batman. That's against the law. The dude violated a lot of crimes. The stress of a trial, you've got to be kidding me. Everybody who commits a crime and has to go to court, they are dealing with the stress. So no, it is not enough. And yes, the mom does need to be charged. She drove her child there. She absolutely does need to be charged.
Lisa, the one thing I'm going to point out to, I see the difference between your point of view, Lisa, on heavy water, on my point of view, and then we are in 2020. I know in 2020 we are arguing because there's, I mean, all this could be prevented. If we weren't that attached to these social medias and to these outlets and then let's go ahead and let's somebody got shot on the back, let's just burn the whole city without knowing all the facts, and then we have these uncivil things that are happening, and now we have a 17-year-old kid, could be a 15, and I'm pretty sure that they were under 17 years old, carrying weapons, trying to defend the city or whatever. I mean, I think it's gonna get worse, man. I think it's gonna get worse, and I think that America is waking up. And then guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna have something very serious, and no president, not even Trump, will be able to stop it.
I just want to say one last thing. For me, like, this is what I feel like these situations are designed for these opportunities to take crazy versus crazy. I'd argue that those protesters who are throwing Molotov cocktails and smashing people with skateboards and bricks and drop kicking them while they're down on their back, I'd say that's crazy. I'd also say it's crazy for a 17-year-old kid to roll up to a riot like that with an AR-15. I'd say that's crazy. So they take this crazy on crazy scenario and they turn it to a black versus white thing. And the funny thing is, the first guy that he was shot, the second guy that he was shot, and I think the third guy that he shot that lived were all white. This dude's Latino, and they turn it into this sort of race thing. Like, how is it a race thing at all? Like a Hispanic kid shot 3 white people, and now it's a white supremacist thing. Is how the media wants to portray it.
This is what the left wants to push. This is what the left wants to push.
Yeah. It's all about that. And really, it's nothing more than crazy versus crazy. Yeah, it's crazy for a mom to drive her 17-year-old kid with a freaking, he's got his AR in his case and he's got loaded up mags, and it's insane. I would never let my kid go there. Never. Not with or without a rifle. Not at 18. Not at 20. I would tell them stay the heck out of there. They're like, don't look for trouble. It's like it'd be like a black guy walking into a neo-Nazi riot, which are there any? I don't know. Like, it would be like a black guy walking into a neo-Nazi riot with an AR-15, and the neo-Nazis attack him, and he shoots back and for self-defense. Like that narrative now everybody thinks about it a little bit different because it's the good versus the bad, right? But I don't know, man. I think it's crazy versus crazy. I think they love the chaos, and anytime they can pick something out of that chaos to fit into their narrative, no matter how hard they have to twist it and bend it to get it to fit, they do. That's all I see. All I see is them taking chaos, twisting it and bending it and contorting it to fit into their narrative, and they just straight up lie. They just lie to people. They just lie. They make it up, and then everybody feels like this country's a big racist thing. No, it's not. This is a nice place. It's a beautiful place. So that's all I got for you, man. I'm sick of them twisting it up. It's crazy on crazy, and they're turning it into white on black. Like, all those people are crazy. None of us would hang out with any of those people. They're all nuts.
Hey, Heavy Water, that's more crazy. Well, not crazy people, but there's some crazy comments on the chat waiting for you to get off the line so you can answer those questions. Thank you so much for calling, brother.
All right. Hey, thanks. You guys have a good weekend.
Hey, you too, brother. Take care. So, guys, that was Heavy Waters. Lisa, you get one shot. What do you think? Do you think that his statement makes sense to you? Because to me, it makes sense. When he's talking about.
I haven't seen the video he was referring to.
Yeah, we need to get Heavy Water. You need to get yourself a YouTube channel.
Heavy Water. It's a to be continued.
To be continued. Yeah, hopefully. So, Lisa, you sent me this article right here from it's like a call for arms that's filed Kenosha, the field Kenosha with combat weapons. What's going on?
Oh, because I was talking about the founder of the militia, and I just wanted you to see what I was reading from. And so the guy is like, I don't know that kid. I never seen that kid. We would never have a kid out here. We would never have a kid with a weapon. So I just wanted you to see what I was reading from.
Okay,
sounds good. The founder of the militia, he's professionally, he is a private investigator. He owns his own PI firm. So he seems like a legit guy with a malicious side hustle.
Okay, so I got what I got right here. I got 2 videos of Jason Blake. Let's switch real quick to Jason Blake. But meanwhile, let's listen a little bit of the song that the famous artist, the queen, the goddess, hip hop. She does hip hop. Beyonce.
Are you talking about Jessie, the Korean goddess?
No. This right here. I want you guys to take a look at this video real quick, so you guys can understand where I'm coming from.
Take out.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You guys are gonna get hit it. This is Beyonce, and yeah, you see the Carters ape shit singing public. Look at this guy right here. This is the song that. This is so crazy. What the fuck? Nah, you're gonna get me fired. Oh shit.
Have you ever seen a stage going ape shit?
So that guy is pretty funny though. He has like a lot of videos.
Yeah.
He is pretty funny though.
He is epic, you know. But anyway, let's talk about this Jacob Blake. You know, this is a report from ABC News, and they're gonna talk about the second video clip that is running around the internet. You know, not the first that everybody's seen, but
in
a second
Wisconsin
one.
that's sparking those protests we saw tonight. That video just into our newsroom, captured from a yard on the same street of the shooting where it happened. It shows Jacob Blake appearing to be on the ground beside the car before he's able to get up and start walking around to the front of the vehicle to the driver's seat. You can't see the officer shooting Blake in this footage, but 6 gunshots are heard before the video ends. Blake.
So this is the whole thing that we were talking earlier about, you know, about Jacob Blake, and it's that this could be prevented. You know, I mean, this guy wrestled the officers. You know, this guy was you know, wrestled the officers to the ground, because the news anchor didn't say, hey, he was wrestling the cops to the ground. He just said he was able. He stood up from the ground like he was just, I don't know, cutting grass or something. But he actually was fighting the police officers, and I don't think the police officers look any stronger than Mr. Blake. But what I see is that ain't like nothing. This guy was tased. He was tased on the ground, and he decided, nope, not today. I'm getting on my car with my keys, and I'm gonna run away. And then we seen the second video of Jacob Blake. 1 second, let me show it to you.
We're getting a new look now.
Let me show you about this video completely.
The weekend police shooting in Wisconsin that's sparking those protests we saw tonight. That video just into our newsroom, captured from a yard on the same street of the shooting where it happened. It shows Jacob Blake appearing to be on the ground beside the car before he's able to get up and start walking around to the front of the vehicle to the driver's seat. You can't see the officer shooting Blake in this footage, but 6 gunshots are heard before the video ends. Blake.
So he was shot 6 times, you know. Do you think that was excessive, you know, being shot 6 times?
This morning, another.
Yes, I think that's excessive.
Okay. So what will you consider not to be excessive? 1, 2, 3?
Whatever it would take to, what do you call it? Pacify the.
To eliminate the threat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but
So
because of the proximity of the criminal and the officer, it should not have taken 6 shots to pacify that threat.
and I believe that there's another point here is that these officers, they don't have body worn cameras on them. You know, looks like they don't have the budget. You know, but that's what the left wants you to do. They defund the police. So this is what you get when you defund the police. You know, when you have a very poor police department. So let's take a look at the second video, and let me know in the chat. You know, the question for all you guys watching this video, the question that I have is, do you think that this could be prevented? You know, like many people keep telling me, oh no, some police officers can go around the other side of the vehicle. I know, allowing him to get on the vehicle. Other people will be like, you have to wrestle him to the ground 2-3 times, you know, or you have to taste it 50 times, you know. And I was like, this is like too much, you know.
You know what? I know that you ask that a lot, but I think that you are forgetting. You're not ever stating why he's a threat. There's something actually that nobody is talking about. So we all know that he was convicted of a child sex crime, right?
A 14-year-old with a 14-year-old.
Right.
14.
So
1-4.
So that would make him that would require him to be on the sex offender registry.
Correct.
And that would also mean he is not allowed in how many number of feet near minors, right? So here's this guy who is a sex offender that is trying to get into a car with 3 minors. So you have to kind of, and also he's on property that he is prohibited from. He was called there because he's not supposed to be at that residence.
But the fiance was the one that called the police, you know, and then she told all that to the police, and they knew that they were dealing with a very, with a, how you call it, with a very dangerous criminal, you know, arm or no arm, you know, hey.
Yes. So, and the fact that he has a weapon. So we should, because all people can talk about is, you know, he was shot 6 times and he doesn't appear to be, you know, that big of a deal because, you know, he doesn't have a firearm on him or whatever. But you have to paint the full picture to see exactly what kind of threat he is. He is on property that he is legally prohibited from. A registered sex offender trying to get into a vehicle with 3 minors while having a knife. So he is a serious threat. He is absolutely a serious threat. The police, they took the threat seriously. So heaven forbid that police do their job, but it was a serious threat if you look at the entire situation.
Let's go on, watch the video so we can just, you know, discuss a little bit more.
Graphic video posted on Facebook shows the moment an encounter between Jacob Blake and Kenosha police quickly escalated. Screams rang out as police fired at least 7 shots Sunday evening. Blake appears to have been shot in the back as he entered the driver's side of an SUV at gunpoint. His children were reportedly in the vehicle. It is unclear whether police believe they saw a weapon.
I know you got kids and girl and all that, and I never had a problem with him. I always see him every day, parked right behind me on the street.
Local reports suggest Blake was breaking up a fight between 2 women when the police were called. That part of the incident was not caught on camera. A large number of protesters confronted officers in Kenosha Sunday night. In addition to peaceful demonstrations, at least 1 police officer was reportedly attacked when protests turned ugly.
So what do you think? You know, now we have, you know, another incident, you know, social media run with it. And now we have, you know, we're going to another city. It's not even November yet. And this is scary, you know. How do you think that this is gonna turn, Lisa? You know what? Let me say something real quick. So this is what I'm saying, okay? You guys are watching YouTube right now. You guys are watching us. I watch YouTube, you know, to get with information on whatever, on Facebook, whatever. There's millions of people watching the news, and people are afraid. People are scared, and they understand that if we don't have a strong leader as a president, this is going to be our daily bread, you know? Maybe not just on the news, but maybe on your city, and maybe on your town, maybe on your neighborhood, you know? So, it's crazy. This is crazy. What do you think about this, Lisa? You think that these events are going to affect the elections in 2020?
Yes. You want to know why?
Go ahead.
Because as I just saw tonight before we got on the show, I was watching the news, and what you hear on the news constantly, and what you hear from the mayors and governors from these cities and states where all the unrest is happening, is that the country lacks leadership. You hear that constantly. The country lacks leadership. The country lacks leadership. But in the same breath, they reject Donald Trump's help. So their intention is to keep it going so that they can continue to say that the country lacks leadership.
You know, I think that the majority of Americans are watching this, and they just can't wait till November 3rd so they can cast their vote for Trump. you know, because they
You
know.
say the majority of the people watching it, you mean just our channel.
I know, not our channel. I think the majority of the people in America are watching these kind of things through either social media or the news because they're not out there rioting. You know, you don't have 360 million people. Let's say you don't have 300 million people just rioting. You know, like today, they have. Oh, I'm sorry. It was today or the day before when they have the Martin Luther King speech parade thing at the grounds in the Washington D.C. That was today, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I was expecting at least 10,000 people. Only like a couple of thousand of people show up, you know, for such a impactful, you know, strong event. You know, I think Trump is gonna win. I really think.
So here's the thing. I'm not disputing that people are going to vote for Trump. What I'm saying is that the election is already rigged for the Dems to win. So I think that there's going to be some voting funny business. And that's another thing. So my dad thought about this really crazy conspiracy. He said that Biden said that he will be out and about in 10 days. And he thinks that Biden is going to get out for like a second, and then he's going to say, you know what, I can't handle this. I'm just going to take my name off. Now, he assumed that if he resigns, that Kamala will then be the presidential candidate. But that's not true. If he resigned, they would have to do another convention. And the delegates would have to cast their votes. If he resigned, I believe the delegates will go to Bernie Sanders. What do you think about that?
I don't know. You know, I really don't know. You got a good point.
Yeah. And
So
then if the election is already rigged for the Dems to win, then we would have a president, Bernie Sanders.
wow, that's something else that I need to I like to see. Let's talk about this situation that we're facing in America. Facebook censorship. Are you aware of that Facebook censorship?
Yes, I've seen some crazy fact checking. Actually, they even did it to you. You had
Correct.
posted something. I don't even remember what it was, but their fact checkers was, this is false because so and so, or it was about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris didn't say X, Y, Z, but your post didn't say anything
Didn't
about
say
Kamala
about
Harris
her
saying
saying that.
anything.
Yeah.
So they labeled it false with some incorrect facts. They fact checked something that was never even said in your post. So yeah, there is definitely some social media censoring. So yeah, for sure.
So the one thing that I seen, you know, the problem that I see with this is that the president signed an executive order. You guys can see it right here. Let me make sure that you guys get a copy right now about executive order on preventing online censorship. I don't know what kind of punishments are they facing for this. If it's a monetary punishment, if it's you know, I just don't know. I just don't know what's the repercussions of doing this.
I don't know. I don't know.
What I got to tell you guys is, you know, if this happens to you, you need to make sure that you report it. Make sure that that you are aware that they have an eye on not just you as an individual, but on you as the group of people that are like-minded. That's what I'm trying to say. Because they're targeting. I seen things that are legit 100% about the cartel mafia thing. They just nope, this never happened. I'm like, bro, what's that going? You know, this is on the news. This is a reportable source, and then they are messing up. The other thing I want to talk to you today. Do you watch the NBA?
I have not seen the NBA in quite some time. I think 2016 playoffs were the last time I've seen the NBA. But I used to, like growing up, we would
Right.
go to the ACC championships. I know that that's college, but we would go like every year. So like I know about the sport and everything. I enjoy watching it just because.
So one thing that I don't watch the NBA, but I like to watch TNT, which is the show inside the NBA. Charles Barkley's there. He was one of my idols back when I was a basketball player. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, believe it or not, and others. They show here, and this is what Kenny Smith did on the 25th or 26th of August. Let me see if you guys can take a look and see it.
I want you to listen to what this fool did. And I don't know why brothers want to just ruin their opportunities. I don't understand how one black man's situation ends up causing a whole bunch of black people to act the fool. Not including people that have lost their lives in rallies. I mean, not rallies, but riots and all of the above. But you got people walking off their job. Let's listen to why he's walking off his well-paying job. Turn the sound on for you guys.
Right now, my head is like ready to explode, like just in the thoughts of what's going on. And I don't know if I'm even appropriate enough to say it, what the players are feeling and how they're feeling.
School us, bruh. How are these millionaires feeling? How are millionaires feeling right now? They're saddened. They're making millions of dollars. They're the most privileged people in the United States of America. Basketball is a tremendous American sport that people are dying to watch. And you can't imagine how they're feeling. These people don't even know him. They didn't know Jacob Blake. They didn't know him. But because they're black, they somehow feel his pain. All right, let's keep talking.
And I haven't talked to any of the players. I'm just like coming in, even like driving here, getting into the studio, hearing calls and people talking. And for me, I think the biggest thing now is to kind of, as a black man, as a former player, I think it's best for me to support the players and just not be here tonight.
Okay. And this is what this guy said. Kenny Smith, okay, who when he was playing on the NBA, on the league, he earned a total combined salary of $13 million. He wasn't no LeBron James, he wasn't no Michael Jordan, but he made $13 million, And when he made $13 million were like 30 today, That's a lot of money. We're talking just about salary. We're not talking about sponsorship. We're not talking about travel, TDY. I mean, $20 million, So now he works for TNT. Do you know how much money this affected? Because he's being very affected, probably with some PTSD. American is making on TNT. He makes $4 million every year. So let me tell you, Kenny Smith, how do you feel right now? You don't feel shit. You probably have the poops. You probably have to go to the bathroom. You probably have an appointment with your doctor. Maybe you were trying to get your pearly white teeth done again. Maybe you were trying to get onto your Rolls Royce Ghost, and go home early. And you decided to walk off stage. They're not showing no support. They're just trying to get their 15 seconds of attention in social media. This fool don't care about none of that shit, Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google who is his wife, Kenny Smith, wife, and you'll be surprised.
It's gonna be a white lady. It always is.
No. I know. I don't think she's white. Hopefully, she's not white. So,
it always is.
Gwendolyn Osborne Smith is a model and actress who spent 12 years of The Price is Right as a model, born in Jamaica, Jamaica. So she from the Dominican Republic, She brown, bro. I'm telling you, this is just ridiculous, man. Every time I see this kind of nonsense news, I mean, it's just. I just can't, this guy is just such a fool. Lisa, what you have to say about Kenny Smith walking away of his $4 million salary job, nobody can do that shit, If shit. Go ahead, Lisa.
So Well, first with the basketball players themselves, won't they get paid anyway?
Oh, come on. He's not gonna. The organization is not gonna tell them, no, you're protesting Black Lives Matter or something, and equality. We're not gonna pay you. No, you know what this fool did? He probably went home. They paid him double time. They're giving him some additional, additional money for his, I don't know, privilege. I don't know.
Well, so with the TV host, I know that he just went home and rolled around in his cash. But with the basketball players, I think that they already get paid. I think they still get paid. So them walking off in protest means diddly squat. Now, had they said, I'm gonna walk off and I'm gonna refuse my paycheck, then that may make me take notice. If they are still going to collect their paycheck, to me, they are just lazy mofos. And I believe it was a playoff game, so maybe that particular team, because it was the Bucks, maybe that particular team knew that they were going to lose, and they decided to do this instead of embarrassing themselves on the court.
You know what? And then it doesn't end right there. Doug Rivers. Do you know who Doug Rivers is?
And I feel.
Let me show you something real quick.
Privilege. But anyway,
let's listen to the Hodge twins real quick, because they have some insight, some information that we need to listen about Doug Rivers.
I will listen to them all.
Because they're privileged. They got that black privilege going. They got that African American privilege. But anyway, and then Doc Rivers, he's a coach after one of the games. He made a passionate speech. Check it out.
What stands out to me is just watching the Republican convention, and they're spewing this fear, right? Like, all you hear is Donald Trump and all of them talking about fear. We're the ones getting killed. We're the ones getting shot. We're the ones that we're denied to live in certain communities. We've been hung, we've been shot, and all you do is keep hearing about fear. It's amazing to me why we keep loving this country, and this country does not love us back.
That was amazing. Yeah. Feel like I'm watching a puppet show. Feel like I'm watching Sesame Street. I mean, it looks like somebody got you on some strings. Yeah. Somebody got to be pulling your strings. You can't be this naive.
So, for the ones of you guys out there watching that haven't realized yet, Doug Rivers, his net worth $50 million. So this is the guy that's stand up in front of you guys on national television. By the way, salary $7 million a year. $7 million. Anyway, and what they do? They have a team of people that just throw a ball into I don't know, basketball. I'm lost. But anyway, I'm not watching the NBA anymore. So this is the guy saying, "Oh, we are the people who being shot on the street, people that we can live in some houses or something, some neighborhood." Let me tell you, Doug Rivers can live in any neighborhood that he wants. You know who's the only people that cannot live anywhere that they want? Beyonce. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the founder of Minecraft decided, no, you want the house, I want it more. You don't have that cash. I do. Bye-bye. That was like my bad. I'm sure that if Diesel is watching, you'll be like, oh yeah, fucking, whatever. Anyway, so what do you have to say about Doug Rivers' speech, Lisa? Do you think that he's feeling the suffering from an oppression that somehow America is going through, black and brown people are facing in America?
Well, first of all, I think he got the conventions confused because it was the Democrat convention that was non-stop, like, fear-mongering. like constant doom and gloom. It was very depressing. They all needed the convention itself needed a Xanax, Prolestat. Heck, give us some Trazodone, something. But that was actually one of the things that I wanted to bring up today is that after the end of the Republican convention, even though Donald Trump's speech was like super long,
Hey, you.
The whole entire convention itself, with the exception of Kimberly Guilfoyle, was fantastic. I liked that they talked about all the things that Trump has done. Like, they didn't bash the Democrats. They weren't overly negative. They each night they listed all things that Donald Trump had done for the country as a whole. And I thought that was super positive, especially the last night was the most powerful. But the last night made me forget that I was mad at Donald Trump. And I'm a grudge holder.
I got you, yeah.
So that last night was spectacular. It was super positive, super amazing. It touched all different races as well as all different economic backgrounds. The last night was for everybody. The last night was for all Americans. And I thought that was fantastic. So I think that guy got the convention confused. And I don't want to talk about the fact that he has so much money, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't born with that much money. And I'm pretty sure that he's probably gone through some things in his life. He did kind of get choked up at the end, which means something is affecting him or triggering him. Something emotional is going on. So I don't want to take that away from him. I just think that the blame is directed towards the wrong people. So I don't want to necessarily bash him altogether, but
I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel that he's have some pain when he was talking about the situation, and he was definitely feeling the whole injustice in America. But I think that people are not getting. They have their heads in the wrong place. We have people on the chat room who are saying, "Hey, this is a farce. This is a joke." Not today, but previous days. We have people on social media saying, black people are being so oppressed. We just show you two people that make over $5 million a year, and these are the guys that are getting paid the least amount of money. We have the NFL, the NBA, the MLB. The majority of the players are black Americans. I don't want to
go that route.
Oh, let me go that route then.
What you're getting to is such a slippery slope. So, for instance, how the left is always using race. They're always using that to get their point across, or to, bring their own agenda and order to situations. They use race to control people. Well, historically speaking, financial status is also used that way, and another thing is religion. So I don't want to just hammer in the fact that these people are rich and they're that. It makes me uncomfortable.
And that's good for you. But the way I see it as an American, I got to tell you that I don't see where is the so-called white privilege. I can tell you based on the last months, maybe up to the last 2 years that I've been seeing on through social media, through news, through things that happen in life, that there's no such a thing as a white privilege. I think it's more. I think other people might have privilege, but not whites.
Yes, but I don't want to be lumped in with that type of speech because it's such a slippery slope. Just because somebody is wealthy doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. And I'm not saying that just because somebody has feelings that they're in the right either. But I just.
Yeah, you can have feelings all you want, but I rather live by facts instead of feelings, you know? Give me the facts, give me the numbers. Yeah, 1,000 babies unborn every year, 1 second. It's every day.
You're being classist.
It's every day. Yeah. I mean, 1,000 abortions every day. That's a big number. That's a fact, highest numbers on unemployment, by Black Americans and Hispanic Americans. That's a number. I believe in that, But I mean, I don't believe in these feelings. I feel this way. I feel that way. When I was growing up, whatever, when you were growing up, right now you make $7 million a year, and your net worth that's your net worth, $50 million. So the bank will give you up to 3 times that in a loan, in a personal loan, or $150 million if you decide to open like a church or something, like a mega church. So don't give me that, I feel so oppressed, yeah, whatever, sure, I just don't get it, And this is the one thing that I've seen, and I want you guys to listen to this, is that when Kobe Bryant died, the Mamba, he don't have no golden casket. He didn't have no flag folded given to his wife, And this is a not a superstar. This guy was bigger than life, And then I think the Democrats are deciding to back up this, in my eyes, based on their actions, criminals, and give them what they are not giving to maybe some veterans. You don't see no veteran over there getting golden caskets. You don't see no veterans getting their funeral expenses being paid by our people in the industry. Well, we got Donald Trump that pay for the funeral of the Hispanic girl that was found in Fort Hood, Texas. And by the way, 3 more bodies have been found since that situation happened. So the people that were called out of ranks or AWOL by Fort Hood, through searches and investigation, they have found 3 more bodies over there. I don't know what's going on in Fort Hood, but I mean, it's a scary place to be right now. So I think that we are we done for the night, Lisa?
Yeah, let's go play some Fall Guys.
Yeah, let's go play some Fall Guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. You make this channel great every year. So I have an announcement to make. I'm working in something else with YouTube. I'm going to be making a military channel. Targeting for the military community. The Air Force, Army, whatever the case may be. So I will be releasing that probably next month. And then we're going to have this channel where we're going to have Lisa, myself, and Diesel, if possible, in the channel. And then I think we're going to open a nonprofit organization. I'm going to open a nonprofit organization to help with veterans around the country. So that's what's coming down the pipe. I have some help from other individuals outside YouTube that are going to be engaging and then helping us out to make some lives better. I think that we're doing a great job here. Lisa, thank you so much for your support, for showing up all the time, for being the right hand of the show. And I know that you guys are there. This show cannot be the same without you guys showing up every day. Legit, you guys are awesome. So thank you so much. That's all I got, Lisa. What about you?
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. If you are new, please subscribe and share. And if you are a returning viewer, and of course our loyal group of viewers, thank you so very much. And